everyone, and welcome back from my... I can't even prop you up. I'll use that to prop you up. I'm currently in my bathroom doing the drying up because we currently have no worktops, no electric, no water, nothing in the kitchen. And the kitchen has obviously been renovated, so I am on cleaning duties, and I'm going to, I've just got some food stuck in, oh, trying to bottom off there, the little corners of the cup. So I'm just going to clean this out now. I'm just vlogging, because today is the day that Luke gets home from Agritechnica. He's been away there since last Thursday, and today is currently Monday. So he has been out there, which has been fine. It's not actually been that bad, but it has been a bit tricky because Dad has just rung and said that one of my gimmers, should I say, one of my younger sheep isn't very well. Now, my dad is quite a hero for mansplaining, which is basically a man's way of explaining a problem that possibly isn't as bad or could be worse than how he's explaining it. But because they can't use the words very well, and because they sort of make a hash of explaining it, they just can't get the story straight. So I tried to explain to him what to do and what to give it. Basically, I've had this sheep that's been coughing. Well, one of the gimmers has been coughing. And my brother was joking, being like, oh, you've got a sheep that's got pneumonia. And I was like, well, I haven't got a sheep with pneumonia. But obviously I hadn't heard it coughing until my mum and dad went away. And I heard it coughing in the night, but during the day, there wasn't any coughing or anything. So I couldn't pinpoint which one it was. So now fast forward to tonight, my dad has rung me and told me that he's not very well. He said, my dad's actually a negative person, and he was like, oh, I don't think he'll be here tomorrow, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, well, that's not really helpful. I'm like an hour and a half away. I can't do anything. So anyway, he said, if it's here this was all yesterday, and he's like, if it's here in the morning, we will see what's going on. So I just had a phone call from my dad, and the sheep is still there, but obviously I'm over an hour away, so there's not really a lot more that I can do other than obviously instruct him what to do. So we've given it 3 mils of antibiotics and 5 mils of Metacam under the skin, and hopefully she will be alright with that, but I don't know which one it is, and they're just not helpful when your parents can't take a photo on their phone and send you a picture of which one it is. My brother tried to be helpful. He has no interest in sheep, and be like, oh, it's one of the younger ones. Well, they're all the same age. So I'm here waiting for the train to come in and to go pick Luke up, and currently got no fucking kitchen until the worktops get templated, which is on the 26th. Like, if we hadn't have run into an electrical issue, I'm doing a whole vlog on the kitchen renovations. I am doing a whole vlog on it, so it will all be in a separate one. But basically, when you get a new kitchen, they give you like 7 days to put your kitchen in, and then they automatically book a template, so your worktops get basically like lasered up and templated and measured out, and then they come out, and the whole fitting and installation of your worktops is done by the company. Obviously we've used Wren, and I will give an open and honest review in regards to the kitchen. The measuring up was fine. The guy was really nice, explained everything. The designing process was fine. Luke found it a bit traumatising that you have to make an appointment, but he is just like a laid back, show up and like a plug and play kind of guy is what I describe Luke as. He basically just wants to show up and go from there. He doesn't like having to book appointments, and he hates having to work off other people's accord. He likes to do things not at his own pace, but like as and when he can do it. And appointments just really stricken him, like he's just tied then, and like with agriculture you just can't be tied. So the designing it and whatever, once we managed to find a rainy day and get it all done, that was fine. I should explain all this in the video, but I've decided to start this video now, then basically show up and show you a video of potentially their sheep, and then you lot have no idea about where or when it's happened. So he said today that she's alive and she's okay, and I was going to go down, and then Mum was like, there's no point going down, whatever, and I'm going to go down on Saturday and see her then, because I'm getting my lashes lifted in Kirby Lonsdale on Saturday afternoon, so I'm going to go down after that, which is fine. So I'm currently sat on the bathroom floor, waiting for Luke's train to come in, and then we're going to go and have a quick stop. But I just thought I'd start my vlog by saying hello, and that I'm currently living in the bathroom because that's where I've done all my washing up. The kitchen cupboards and everything are very functional. We just have no worktops. We have no worktops, no taps, no electric, and no fridge in the, basically just have cupboard space. So whilst we're dealing with that, I have no washing machine. I've got nothing like that, so I'm doing all my washing at my mother-in-law's. And to be fair, she has been really, really great. She's picked it up and she's dropped it off, and yeah, but I'm just so excited to have Luke back because he feels like he's been gone for such a lifetime. And when you live with somebody, it's just nice to have them there. And it's not even in like a lonely sense, but when you like combine your life with somebody, like everything's done through them and as a team. And when you're like a one-man band, it's a bit like it's hard. And I feel like, I know Winston's been here, but it's just hard when Luke's not here. And coming home to an empty house, like I don't know, it just feels weird. It feels like I'm back living my old life in a way. Like it's completely different, like in a house. But I had a house in North Yorkshire, and I lived there when I was in my old job in sales, and it feels a bit like that. Really bizarre, really weird. But it's been fine. I went on a 7-mile walk on Sunday with my friend Alex from Pilates. That was quite nice. And yeah, I'm just blabbering on. It's like 10 minutes of me just chunnering on. So I am going to put all my cutlery away, and what time are we on now? 7:20. In another 40 minutes I'm going to go and get Luke. So yeah, I leave you now from my makeshift kitchen, from my bathroom. Hello everyone, and today is a new day. You'll have seen me washing my dishes up in my bath. We are back, aren't we, Winston? We're a bit of a disaster. We've had the ivy, if it's going to focus, has fallen off the roof. But we are here. I'm going to go and feed the tups, which are in here. Frederick and his mates. And I'm probably going to get headbutted because Frederick's notorious for that. And the jobs on today are do the books, feed the tups, go and feed the ewes down the road, and check my gimmers, which are down the field. And once we've done all that, time to get home because Luke will be back from shooting, and we go on holiday on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, and so I've got no time and loads of things to do. So let's get to it. Video it because I knew I was going to get headbutted, and Frederick has now taught his mate to headbutt. So now I've got two. So when you have feed, headbutt. But Jack's now here with his chainsaw and he's gonna chop my ivy down because it actually looks horrendous. But Jack's here with his chainsaw. Look at that. That line, that actual white line is dead because it was a line that I cable on and Dad had to rewire it, so it's actually dead. So it's all right to cut. Shut up, noise. What I think I'm going to do now is get the bag of food out of my car and I'll go and feed the ewes now because I've only got a small amount of time before it goes dark. And if it goes dark, I'm right. Jack's not cutting my ivy down. Jack has gone down the field to go and get some wood, chop some wood up. So I am now going to go and feed my ewes, which are all tupped and which you'll have all seen. I'm on a private road, so don't shout at me for videoing. Which are all tupped, and I'm just going to go and feed them because grass is slightly low until everyone's tupped, and I'll pull the tups out and then I will put them all down on the grass. But because not all my gibbers are tupped, I can't put them all together. So that's the plan of action. I'm going to go and check the gimmers today and go from there. So if they're all tupped, which I have changed his colour to green, and if everyone's tupped then everyone can go together, but I'll have a few yellow and a few green, hopefully all yellow. Well, everyone should be yellow or green. Hopefully I've got none, hopefully not got any that I haven't got marker on. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping everyone's got a mark on, but we'll see. I'm gonna go feed these and then we'll see. Me and Luke came to these not long ago. Not a tub, a bumble. And the other girls, and as you can see, there's a girl in the background over there. Her, sat on the floor. And she had bad feet because she was lame. Sorry, it's also up close. Hi, Dave. We are still fairly lame. Looking a bit better. We're still fairly lame and we have a red bum, so we are tucked. So I don't want her going downhill with getting too lame, so I'm bringing her to get feed. But I think I was a bit late in ordering the endomycin spray and I need to get some spray orders because she's going to start getting off her feet very quickly. So as long as I bring her to feed and she has some feed, that's all I can do. And she's eating a little bit, which is good, but she's finding it hard to stand, so she's probably not gonna eat much. Yeah, she's just gonna turn away, which is sad because I want her to eat, but her feet must really hurt. When Dad's back, I'm gonna try and catch her and do her feet because she's just not gonna eat and she's gonna go downhill and lose condition, and I could ideally do not with that. So when Dad's back, I might borrow my brother when he's back and get her caught. I don't think it'll be a big job catching her because she's gone quite lame and it's actually really sad. So I'll have to find the spray and come back and get her sprayed up. Try and just lean you there. I don't know how much you'll get. I don't know how much you'll end up seeing, but come on, lass, let's get you sorted. On a wider view, you'd have probably seen it all, but because obviously I caught her over there and you probably saw me running. Sprayed with endomycin spray, all 4 feet had bad scald, and I've just seen that my tup, who isn't lame, touch wood, doesn't get lame, has got a long toenail, but he isn't actually that interested in the girls because they've all got red bums. So hopefully if we can get him caught, go and see the gimmers now, get him caught, get them out, because I'll show you now that he's not overly interested in the girls. If you can see, he's just wandering about, and that's her I've sprayed over there having a wee. She'll feel a lot better after having that, and all the other girls are red, but obviously he's not bothered about the girls. He'd probably come to me if I had a bucket of feed. He's not overly that bothered about the girls. Are you, pal? Are you going to come? You coming to me? He probably won't come to me. He's not overly that tame. Are you coming, boy? Are you coming, lad? No. He's looking fairly keen over there. It's because Winston sat by the fence. So I'm going to now get back before it gets dark, because we're currently at time 3:20. So I've only got another hour of lightness. So I'm not overly too bothered about his foot, because he isn't lame, but it is severely outgrown and he will want to get that trimmed. So hopefully when it's all trimmed, oh, you've all eaten up. Once it's all trimmed and whatnot, he'll be happy. But obviously he's wanting some more food, which I don't have. So that's that. I will now go down to the Gimmers and check on them. But I feel a lot better now that she's now been sprayed. And it was good that I ordered the spray, because if I didn't order the spray, I wouldn't have had any and I wouldn't have been able to treat her. So, job, fingers crossed, job's a good one. But my new nails I did, my 2 new infills I did, because I infill my own nails because that is disgusting, I've now got blue on them and I went out like a smurf. Promising. So we are now going to go and see the Gimmers. With my old compadre and all the other dogs, we're going to walk round, but we're going to walk down and we're going to check the Gimmers together. Which is good. I've not had all the dogs out together in a while. Winston's here. Them boys, you can hear them kicking off because they want more food. They want more food. My dad is still in the notion of, oh, they can all go together. Whereas I don't want like crossbreed, like interbreeding kind of job. All the boys, Dad, can all go together when all my Gimmers are all marked. He knows they're running out of grass and I know they're running out of grass, but there's only 3 of them and they're not going to die. There's 2 paddocks to go between, and worst comes to worst, I've got the garden which the girls will go on, because obviously there's a few of those. When all the girls go, there's 4 sheep and 9, so that's 13, that will fit on the garden, and the 4 boys can go down the field. Those 3 boys, the other one and this one, 3, 4, 5 boys will all go together, and they won't really kill each other because they've not got that women fighting over girls kind of thing going on, and then they'll all stay together and the girls will lamb at home, and I want them at home when we lamb because it'll be easy to keep an eye on them. But all the dogs are out on a walk, and the amount of times I've said we're going to go check the Gimmers in this video, oh, beyond. But we're getting there now, and we've still got daylight and maybe a potential nice sunset. So let's get to it. What a backdrop. Everyone is here. This one at the back, if it'll focus, is the one that had the problem with not being very well. So I'll go and have a look at her. I have everyone. I've got a green raddled top and I have no green bums with no colour on it. We've got a yellow, a no colour. We don't really know what colour she is. Maybe a bit of yellow, but it wasn't a good enough colouring like that one. You're a yellow because you're an old colour yellow because yours is faded. Yeah. What are you 2? Are you 2 any better? Have you got any good colours? Yep, you're a yellow bum. And you're a yellow bum. And you were the very poorly one. Are you any better? Stay. 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 I cannot get over this sunset. Oh my gosh. How amazing is that? Unreal. amazing. Hello everyone and welcome back. It's a new day. I completely forgot to close off the vlog after watching the sunset. I basically sat in the office and did the books, which you'll have seen me do before. The terramycin spray has kind of come off my hand, but it stained my ring, so it's kind of stuck there. I have got the fire lit, TV on, and I've bossed all the house jobs. This morning I've smashed a mug, one of my favourite mugs, because obviously I have no sink, so I'm washing up in the bath. But I'm currently infilling my nails, ready for holiday. We got on holiday on Wednesday, so I've just been bossing a few things, told a few things on Depop, which is good. On Vintage, sorry, not Depop. I'm just infilling my nails because the growth is ridiculous. This has been infilled, these haven't. So after the sheep yesterday, I had 2 that were infilled and the rest needed doing, so I'm sitting down doing that. And then my mum is bringing my grandma up to see us and spend the afternoon here. So I didn't want to leave it that I hadn't closed off the vlog. I'm obviously not on the farm at the moment, but I got everything done. I rang one of my friends for some advice on what to do with the 2 that haven't been coloured, and we're basically going to leave them until I come back off my holiday, which we're only away for a week. We are then going to mark them up, either with double tags, so like 4 tags, or heads or marks or whatever. And I just don't know, I just don't want the marks to rub off and then obviously not know who's who, because I know spray doesn't last very long. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, and then I'm going to pull all my tups out, put them all together and put all my girls together and leave them till March, which actually isn't that far away. And then I'm gonna tell you all and take you all along when I'm lambing. But I've got my tups to pull out. I went obviously and caught that sheep and did her feet, which you'll have seen, and well, you won't have seen me catch her, but you'll learn when you have sheep, if you have one chance of catching them, you have to take it, because you may not ever get a chance again. So I jumped and I caught her, and she was ready for her feet. Basically, when me and Luke trimmed them, we put a bit of a antibacterial solution on them, which obviously isn't a foot spray, but it's all we had at the time, and they did help, but obviously the scald just took over with the wet grass and the wet weather. So I've sprayed that, sprayed all 4 of her feet. She should be coming back. The lamb that obviously I know now that you'll have seen that she wasn't very well, still has a bit of a chesty cough, but we're just gonna see how they get on. It may just be a bit of maybe a hormonal change, maybe, I don't know. I was just thinking that, like, because we get that like when we're pregnant, and so maybe it may be just be that because she has been tupped, not sure. But anyway, she's been jabbed. She's obviously not dying, so touch wood that she stays alive. And the 2 that haven't tupped, we'll have to just see what happens. They might not have tucked this time. They might not be able to get in lamb, which they will then be sold as stores. So yeah, that is all I have to say for this vlog. Thank you for coming along with me. Luke is still alive. A lot of people ask for him to be in the videos, but Luke doesn't like being in videos. He'll like me droning, but he won't like to sit and like do a Q&A or whatever, which is fine. So hopefully he'll be about soon. I've got some quite fun summer content coming up, some new kit arriving, and yeah, it should be good. But au revoir, bon voyage for now, and I will see you very soon. I'm not going to vlog when we go away. You'll probably just see that on my Instagram stories, but I'm not going to do all the whole vlogging when we go away. I'm going to try and keep it as just like a farming vlog. Day in the lives I did want to do, but I'm going to yawn. But day in the lives of today, like my mum and my grandma aren't very vloggy kind of people, so it's not really much point me vlogging, and my day-to-day life is just me running around doing jobs anyway, so vlogging and all that, it's hard. So I will let you all go, And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for joining. If you could like and subscribe. Any comments or any questions you want to ask, add them in the comment box, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.